Hey Gemini, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be a general reading for the next 6 days for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. This is for September 25th through the 30th. So let's get started here, Gemini. I do have personals open right now for anybody who's interested. Details are going to be in the description box, but we're going to start with the smoke reading and then we will get into the tarot, okay? We're doing this smoke reading in honor of Libra season, trying to work with the air element a little bit. I've got the window open, so you know, hopefully the smoke will go in that direction, and then we'll get into the tarot and see what we got, okay? What's happening here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Next 6 days. There's like a pale gray swirl kind of going sideways. I feel like there's an issue that could be going in a new direction. This might have to do with, for some of you, maybe this has to do with like an HR issue or a legal matter here. I feel like you could be getting an email or a document sent to you in the afternoon, or maybe you're getting something out of the mail here. I feel like a legal or HR matter is moving, whatever that means for some of you here. The letter D might be important for some. Somebody here could have a white car. I can't tell if that's a Honda or what that is. I'm bad with cars, you guys. But that might be a clue to somebody here. A white car, a Pisces, a Leo, a Virgo. Like I said, the letter D, the letter J. Some of you O. The letter M. Let's move this way. It's kind of wanting to go in this direction, which is odd to me. I feel like it should be going over this way based on the airflow in this room, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see what else we have. I feel like some of you, a key decision is being made here. A home might sell, or you know, something to do with a lease here. Somebody could have deep blue shutters here, or maybe you're passing a house that has deep blue shutters. I feel like that's significant to someone here. There are double streams here and they merge into one clear path. I feel like some of you have a decision to make with another person here. Maybe it's a Gemini or a Pisces, but honestly, it feels like some of you, this could be deciding between two things. You finally make a clear-cut decision, right? Or, you know, this might be an employer making a decision in your favor. But mostly I feel like you're having to put your head together with someone else's here, potentially a fellow air sign or a Pisces. But the energy is looking like you're having to choose a path together. The color orange could be significant. I feel like there's sudden relief on a financial level. Something's clearing out. Some of you, maybe some debt is falling off your name. There's something about that here. I feel like there's warmth, there's comfort coming in, and it seems like it might be on a financial level. The initial S or A, they might bring some good news. They might bring some good news. And I want you all to keep in mind when I'm naming off letters, okay, this could be initials of a person, yeah, but it could also be a company, a city, you know, however it resonates with you, if it resonates with you at all. Some of you, there might be a water sign or a Sagittarius relative here. They're climbing some sort of ladder. I feel like there's a person who wants to make amends, or they're starting a new chapter. They might want you to be a part of that. I feel like there is a deep conversation coming in with this person. I feel like there's healing, expansion happening with whoever that is. Gemini, we are going to go ahead and get into the main spread here. Let me get some of this ash up off. Hopefully this is going to go out the window rather than going in this direction here. Let's see what we have going on here for you, Gemini. Some of you could live on the West Coast, or the West Coast might be significant. Let's see. The West direction. What do we have here for Gemini for the next 6 days? Some of you could be buying some Halloween decorations. Not uncommon around this time, right? Let's see what we have here. Skeletons, things like that. But I feel like it does kind of speak to the reading in a sense here, Gemini, because I feel like some skeletons could be coming out of the closet here for someone. Ooh. I feel like some of you see right through someone. I have never noticed the imagery here on this first card out. Queen of Thoughts is your overall, Queen of Swords is your overall energy. We've got a Libra card here with this one. It does say independent woman, whether you're male or female, it does not matter. But the energy of the Queen of Swords is she's putting a lot behind her, right? She's welcoming in a new beginning. And your first card out is the Eight of Cups, right? You can see that hole. That's what I was talking about in her back there. I really feel like for some of you, maybe you have been backstabbed, but I really feel like you're seeing through someone. You see them very clearly for who they are, all right? And so I feel like that's something that could be coming up over the next 6 days. We will be clarifying with the Rider-Waite-Smith. By the way, some of you could be feeling very burnt out as it pertains to a job. I feel like something's going to be shifting with that. I feel like there's a choice that has to be made, and once that choice is made, I feel like things shift in a more calm and predictable direction, I guess you could say. Somebody here could be meeting a person on Tinder, but underneath this Eight of Cups is a card of, walking away from something, right? But you're also walking towards something more fulfilling. So I almost feel like in the next 6 days, Gemini, a fraud is revealed, a lie is revealed. There's something going on here where something major is revealed to you. It could definitely have to do with a Pisces for some of you, or maybe a fellow Gemini involved in the mix somewhere. But because the Lovers is showing up, it says the Tenderists on the card, which is why I think for some of you, maybe there's something going on with Tinder here, or that could be a clue. Some of you going for coffee with someone. You might discover something through socials here as well. But when it comes to the Lovers, it does represent a big decision, a turning point, and it can also represent a connection strengthening. So I feel like if you're walking away from a connection, you're walking towards something very fulfilling, and I feel like Spirit wants you to be aware of that, okay? You got the Ten of Wands showing up here. It says burnt out, which is the Ten of Wands energy summed up, right? It's carrying a burden. It's a heavy weight. It's Saturn energy. You're pushing to work on something. You're giving it all you've got, but you're hit with resistance. It's a very, very frustrating energy, Gemini, to be in. But the King of Pentacles is right underneath it. So, this is a card that's Taurus energy, by the way, and I was feeling a little bit of Taurus energy there in your smoke reading as well. But I felt like it was leaning more towards your values and family matters. It was almost giving like a Hierophant vibe. But some of you, maybe you do have a Taurus in your energy here. But when it comes to this King of Pentacles, this is something becoming more steady, more stable, more balanced. You do have the Moon here. It says the Ghoster on this card. Pisces energy showing up again, as well as Cancerian with this card. And underneath it, we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, somebody here could have their moon or rising in Aquarius, but you don't necessarily have to. But when it comes to this card, Seven of Swords does typically represent trickery, theft, and deception and things of that nature, Gemini. So I do feel something's going to be revealed to you in regards to somebody, maybe somebody who ghosted is returning, right? It could be something like that here. Or somebody who is like not responding to you. It doesn't even have to be a romantic type of ghosting, right? This could be somebody who's just, left a question unanswered, or they're kind of giving you the runaround, whatever the case may be here. I feel like something is revealed about this person or this company, whatever the case may be here. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. What other energies do we have present for Gemini for the next 6 days? We have the Knight of Swords. That is Gemini energy. Oh, yeah. I feel like something big is being revealed here, you all. And I think that when it comes to the Knight of Swords, this has to do with someone's desires, what they wanted out of a situation. And it almost seems to me like something was not communicated on purpose. Because I feel like somebody knew that if they told you something, they weren't going to get what they wanted out of the situation, if that makes sense. For example, if you were involved with someone who was involved with someone else, they obviously weren't going to tell you that for most of you here. Like it could be something like that. And I'm just using that as an example here, Gemini, but it does feel like an entitled energy coming through in your reading. Somebody who has tried to get what they want, tried to get one over on you. I feel like you see right through this person. This Ten of Cups energy is showing up here. This is happiness. It's emotional fulfillment. I feel like somebody may feel like they want a piece of the pie. That's the energy I get here. Somebody might feel like they're owed something. Especially for those of you where children are involved somewhere in the mix, Somebody might feel like they're owed something and you're like, no, I've been doing all of this. There's something to that here that could be coming through for a person. But yeah, overall, I feel a sense of entitlement. You seeing right through somebody's attempt to get something that's yours. And a turning point happening here, a big decision being made that I think leads to happiness for you with that Ten of Cups energy showing up. You've got a lot of Pisces and a lot of Gemini out here. You have the Two of Pentacles showing up. More work-life balance coming into the picture here. Somebody could have Jupiter in Capricorn, but you don't necessarily have to. What else do we have going on here? So this energy where you're feeling kind of burnt out, I feel like that's going to stabilize. And the twos sometimes do come through 10:01 as I was saying that on the camera, so that's interesting. You have the Tower showing up. Yeah, the twos do often come through for big decisions, and you do have the Tower here, which can represent an ending, something that was built on a false foundation. I feel like there's something more steady and more stable that you're headed towards here. So this could be a job where it's like, you know, they don't know which way is up, they're not consistent, right? They could call you like, hey, you were supposed to be here, and you're like, when did anyone communicate that to me? You know, there's something about that here where there's a lot of inconsistency within a workplace, and a lot of, you know, inconsiderate energy taking place here. So I do think that when it comes to the Tower, that's something you're putting an end to. I feel like you're taking your power back and you're prioritizing your stability here. Some of you, a Scorpio or an Aries might be involved there. What's going on over here with the Moon and the Seven of Swords? Because it seems like it's the same energy over here, right? But then we move back to it. So what's happening here with this? What's happening here with the Moon and the Seven of Swords for Gemini, the Sun? Wow, okay, so moving from the Moon to the Sun, that's polar opposite energy, right? The Moon represents hidden things. The Sun, hello, it's shining a light on everything, right? I'm telling you all, this Seven of Swords energy is going to be revealed. This fraud is going to be revealed. Somebody who has been wearing a false mask, it's going to be uncovered. It's coming off. I'm telling you what. Some of you, this could be something that you discover through socials. Some of you, it might be somebody trying to get something over on you in work. Because when it comes to the Six of Pentacles energy, I do get the sense that for some of you, this is about work. You know, this is about... how do I describe this here? It's a little bit of a sneaky energy. Somebody not responding to something or pretending they didn't see something, you know, in order to make a decision that does not consider you. So there's something about that here, Gemini, where I feel like that's going to be exposed. For others of you, I feel like this has to do with somebody trying to get something from you, and there are certain things they didn't reveal because they knew that it would hurt their chances of getting that. So somebody here, it could be a Leo, got Scorpio, Aries, Moon in Taurus, Moon in Libra energy, to be more specific. But when it comes to the Sun, that's happiness, it's high vibrations, it's joy, it's new beginnings. I feel like this is a blessing in disguise that's being revealed to you, truly. Six of Pentacles is you planting new seeds, and I feel like you're doing that because this information is coming in. So that's what I'm seeing here for you, Gemini. I hope that this was helpful or fun or whatever you needed it to be. Don't forget that I do have personals open. I'm also reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. Now listen, if you have cardinal signs in any of those placements, right? So Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra. I posted readings yesterday for those signs, as well as a general for the next 24 hours, which is still being covered right now, okay? And then with this, these are going to be all the mutables, so Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and another reading that's just general for the next 24 hours. So you got those signs anywhere in your chart, or if you want to check out the general, feel free to do so, Gemini. If this is where we part, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.